Oh, hi. Awkward silence. All right, it's been a while. Hello. How is your day? Are you enjoying everything? How's your year been? Because I think it might have been around a year since I've last posted a video because, well, life. Woo, lots of roller coasters this past year. So I ended up taking off a little bit of time to readjust some things. I watched One Book, One Review, her post on YouTube this week about sort of the doom cycle. And I started actually sort of chuckling to myself as I watched it because it was a pretty accurate version of what's been going on this past year. So long story short, it's been a year. It's been a year, so let's just get back on that bicycle and start riding. So where we left off, I don't even remember. Sorry. But I have been still reading. I haven't really been posting anything anywhere. I didn't do Goodreads. I pretty much dropped off of every radar that is possibly imaginable. So when the new year came around, I was like, this has got to stop and let us reevaluate everything. So where I'm at now, I think one of the last things I talked about was one of the projects I was working on, and it took a year, but that project is now finished. I was making a video for Skillshare on the basics of drawing. And that it's like one of those things I agreed to, and then it snowballed because I teach. I teach for a living, no biggie. I can get up for 15 weeks and talk about how to draw, paint, you name it. But for some reason, the fear monster came out with my basic drawing class on Skillshare, so it took me a year. Yeah, so I'm very proud of the class. I am not proud that it took me a year to do it, considering I think I shot the class at least 6 times, and there was always something wrong with it, and finally I was just like, nope, done. And I'm really happy with it. So ultimately, I guess I had to sort of struggle through some things to get to that finished product. And then I agreed to this month. Luckily, it was on semester break, so I could do it. They challenged the makers who created classes in Skillshare to do another class in 1 month. So instead of a year, I got a class done, and I got it done in a month from start to finish. So you can now take 2 classes from me on Skillshare. One of them is in drawing, and the other one is in monoprinting with the jelly plates. And they are so much fun. I love both subjects with all my heart, so I was really pleased to get them done. And I've started a sort of, what would it be, a planning / social media calendar for the year. I have it all filled out, and I'm going to try to do one of those each month, and as well 2 YouTube videos per month. I have also been writing in a blog that I started that I post every Sunday, and it's likesIlove.com. Link somewhere. I don't know how I can remember how to do that. But on the book front, the fear monster, that voice in my head for the past year, one of the books that actually came out at the perfect moment in my life is The Jealous Curators. Your Inner Critic is a big jerk. Danielle Crissa, who is, if you follow The Jealous Curator online, she's on Facebook, Insta, you name it, she's everywhere. And as well, she has a podcast, Art for Your Ear, and she's just an awesome human in general. And she and Martha Rich, who was the illustrator, she wrote it, Martha Rich designed it. It's just such a great book. Chock full of info, and it is art related. I'm trying to find a picture. A little elephant. Ooh, brasiers. Failure feedback. So the long story short on her, art school, bad critique, stopped working 10 years. So how do you stop beating yourself up and, again, get up on that bicycle and ride it? So this book, I gobbled this book. I think it was one of those things that came in the mail. I got home in the evening and I just binge read it until like 2 in the morning. And when I closed it, I was like, yes, this is exactly what I need. In fact, I'm recommending it to everyone. It is on my recommended reading list for my courses this semester. I know it's art-centric, but I feel like we all have these inner critics flubbling around in our brains. So how do we stop them? So if you want a book on that, this will be the one for you. I have another one. I'm going to save that for later. I've had 2 books that sort of created epiphanies for me over this winter break, but I just wanted to sort of do a one take to say hello. I'm sorry I disappeared, and I should probably have a schedule. I'm not promising anything anymore, but I am going to try my gosh darn hardest. So what have you been up to? It's been a monumental year on so many fronts, and as much as some days I just want to climb back in the hole and sort of ignore everything, we got to keep on going and fight the fight of, well, life. So here I am, here you are, and it's good to see you again. All right, until the next time, see ya.